Hi, I'm Chas, and you're watching Chas's Crazy Creations. To start this project, you're going to need some socks, and these are some socks of mine that are starting to wear out, and I'm going to be using these for this project. Now, you have a lot of options for what you can use inside. I'm going to be using beans because they are big, they won't come through the socks, and they add some extra weight to it. But you could use rice, or some people like to use bag sand, or you can just use fiberfill. It's kind of your choice. Sometimes it's a little tricky. One of the tips to getting some of the beans into the sock is to use a paper towel holder. Actually, the center cardboard piece, you can often put that inside, and that will help you with this project rather than making the big mess that I just made. So I'll finish putting these beans in here, and then we'll talk about the next step. So I've got the beans in the bottom of the sock, and what I'm going to do is kind of give it a little bit of an egg shape. And I want to, well, first of all, make sure all the beans are in there so I don't have a hot mess, but give it kind of an egg shape, and then make sure that the sock can reach either side, essentially. And I'm going to take a rubber band and make a placeholder. So I'm just going to wrap that around as a placeholder. We'll be removing that later, most likely. So now we have kind of this egg shape. So what I want to do next is I want to basically make a little body and a little head here. So I'm going to flip this around till I find the way I want it to be. And then I'm going to basically take it, and you want the body to be bigger than the head. So I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do again is I'm going to take another rubber band and kind of, again, make another placeholder just for now. Now you could leave these here if you want to, but this is just my guide. So I've got my body, I've got my head, and I've got the top here. This top part is going to become the ears. So I need to flatten this top part out here like so, and I'm going to need to cut down the center. So let me go ahead and do that now. And it helps if you have a fabric scissors on hand. Mine actually is upstairs. I'm being a little lazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut all the way to that rubber band, like so. And then what I want to do is I want to hot glue these sides together. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the raw edges together like that. And do it on the other side too. Hot glue the raw edges together. And then press that down and give that a chance to cool. While that's cooling, I want to take the top here. It's not actually too bad, but I want to give them a little bit of an ear shape. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down like so. And then I'm going to curve and cut this one down as well. Like that. And then do that on the other side. Then I want to hot glue these together. Now you can always reshape if you don't like the way they look. You can try again. But we're just curving off the edges like so. And then, like I said, just hot glue the top together so that they stick together. Okay, now I've tipped my sock up. I've got these kind of on the sides like so. You can keep messing with them until you get kind of the look you want for the top. I'll keep working on it on my end, but we're going to focus on this part and this part right here now. So one of my favorite things about this project is, see how the neck and the head, they just kind of blend in. So you don't have to do any embellishments if you don't want, but we're going to talk about in case you do want to do some embellishments. One idea is to add a little barrette, and this happens to be a baby barrette with a clip. I'm just going to probably glue that onto the top. Then the next thing is, do you want something here? And there are these baby headbands that I found. So I may put a headband here, or again, I could put this on the top up here if I thought I liked that better. So let's take a look at some of those options. Okay, so starting with the baby headband, this is one option. I can just put it around the neck, which kind of like that. The other idea is to take the back of the bunny and then use this little poof to be his tail, which I've highly contemplated here. So then in addition to that, you know, you've got your barrette to work with. So I have a few options here. I could do also this neck thing with this bow, and then leave this top part up there with nothing. I feel like the top might need a little something, but that would be one option if I want to keep this on the back. So let me figure this out and then we'll talk about what's next. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the little bow on the forehead here. So just add a little glue right here to this spot. And then place the bow right there, like so. And then I've decided I really like this little poof as the tail. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the ribbon off so I can still use that, or the elastic, I guess I should say. And then on the back side here, we are gonna glue this little poof to the butt. So I've added a little glue and I'm just gonna place it back here like so. It was a hard decision because you know, it's possible that the back won't ever really get seen. So that's the back. And then for the front here, I'm gonna take this and utilize it. So one thought I had was to see if I can bring it around like this and then perhaps give it a little something here. So I might be able to actually create a bow of sorts with this. So I'm gonna try that. So next I'm gonna place some eyes on. We're just gonna add a little hot glue here. Get my eyes on like so. And then next I want maybe just a few whiskers. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some fish line for this next step. And I'm gonna cut some fish line. It's a little hard to see there, but I'm gonna cut some fish line. And the fish line's on there and it's a little long, but I can trim that up. It's better to go with a little more than you want. And then I'm gonna add a little extra hot glue right there on the nose. And I'm gonna add this little pink styrofoam ball that I got from the dollar store. You can also use those fuzzy pom-poms, which are pretty great too. So my sock bunny is all done, and I love that he's fuzzy, or she, I guess, either way. And we're ready to go put it up on display. And then the great news is, you know, this is something if you have a single sock that's floating solo, it's an activity you can do. Or, you know, because I have a second sock here, I can easily make a second sock bunny. I hope this inspires you to make a sock bunny of your own. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel and my blog at chascrazycreations.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.